The effects application is all about stylization and getting your photos to look the way you want them to. Inside of effects, there's a lot of presets and filters that are already loaded in here, but you can also customize and create your own. The presets are organized into categories to make it easy for you to browse. So if we come over here and look at some of these categories, I can click on black and white, for example, and then I get a thumbnail preview of what that preset is going to look like. If you'd like a larger view of those thumbnails, click on this arrow here with the grid, and it brings up all of our black and white preset thumbnails. So we can scroll through here and take a look at which one we want to use. To select one, single click, and then that gets applied to your photograph. We can also take a look at filters by going up here to the Filters tab, and you'll see we have additional categories for organizing those filters as well. The difference between a preset and a filter is that a preset has multiple effect components to it. So a certain preset might have a black and white component like we have here with a glow mixed with a vignette. And those are all controlled individually. Whereas a filter is just going to have a single one of those components. To take a closer look at what I'm talking about, I'll go over to the right control pane here, and you can see that we have our black and white controls. So we can adjust the filter color, things like tone. And as I scroll down, you'll notice that we also have glow and vignette. So I can access those layers by single clicking on, say, vignette, and it'll automatically turn off my black and white and glow layers so that I can focus on the vignette. Now I can access the controls of my vignette, and I can make any changes that I want to, and then I can move on to the glow layer and work on the glow controls. And you can work your way up the stack. We'll go to our final layer of black and white here, and you can see all the adjustments that we have available to us. You can adjust individual layers, such as our black and white layer here, or you can adjust all of the layers within the stack with an overall setting slider here. So this is adjusting all three effects that we have within that stack. With all the customization that you can do within the presets and the filters, it's a good idea to make your own presets. Once you customize a certain preset or filter, or you've stacked multiple filters and you want to save that again to use on another photo, you can go to Preset and click on Save Preset, and it will allow you to name the preset, put it in the category that you want it to, add a creator and a description as well. While you're working in effects, if you'd like a little more real estate to view your photograph in the effects, you can collapse both the left and right panes. You can do that by clicking on the arrow on the left and the right side of the screen. To bring those back, you just single click those again. If you'd like to get a feel for the before and after for your photo, click on the preview button here and it'll show your original photo, and you can click that again and see what the effects are doing to your photograph. If you have any masks that you've created, you can reveal those by clicking this button here. And if you prefer to see the before and after in a split screen, you can see before here on the left, after on the right. You can turn that back off by clicking on that A button one more time. Some other helpful things to note while you're inside of effects is you can always see how far you are zoomed into the photograph by looking at the amount at the top of the application. You can also use the presets that have been created for 100, 50, and 25% to zoom in. If you want to click on one of those, that will zoom into, again, 100, 50, and 25% respectively. The navigator allows you to see where you're zoomed out within the photograph and move that around as necessary. If you use the loop, this allows you to hover the mouse over a certain area of the photograph, and you can zoom in very closely to that 1-to-1 ratio if you're doing something like sharpening or noise reduction where you really want to be in close. The histogram gives you your red, green, blue, and tone mapping, and info gives you relevant metadata about the file. You can also see other applications that we have within Suite 10 of Browse, Enhance, Effects, Portrait, and Layers. You also have the various export options available for file type, size, location, and things like that. You can also send your photo and share to social media and other applications within your computer as well. Once you have the settings where you'd like, go ahead and click Save to apply.